Not too bad, not too bad. I'm pretty well. How about you?
Good. Recovering from some, um, things that happen on the street that I live on yesterday, though, that
Yeah,
I
it
posted
was
about in
like
Discord.
eventful. Yeah, what was that about? It seemed like very, very intense. And yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen the link.
yeah, yeah. I live in just a apartment complex in Salt Lake City, and next door there's a funeral home. And yesterday, I guess there was a stabbing and a shooting at the shooting home, and like I have my window open and it faces it, and so I just heard like just a ton of screaming. I didn't know what was going on, and there were like a bunch of police on the street. Yeah, it turned out that like three people were stabbed and brought to the hospital. I think everyone lived, and they were able to catch the perpetrators who did it. They escaped by car afterwards, but the police stopped their car and found the gun in the car. So
Oh, wow.
hopefully happy resolution, but it made for a very uh, like curious afternoon. Didn't know what was happening. Lots of people just on the street trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I
A
believe
lot
you.
going
I
on.
mean, it sounded, yeah, it did sound like there was a lot going on. Oh, wow. And did they actually, like, is there any, like, word on the street about what happened? I mean, funeral home shootout stabbing, it seems like straight out of of a movie. Did they, like, yeah, know anything about that? Or is it, like, too fresh?
Yeah, they haven't publicized anything that happened or why it happened, any motive or anything. Um, yeah, but they have all um, they have like a bunch of witnesses, like everyone that was at the funeral home, as well as the three people who are responsible, or at least uh, uh, potentially responsible. So I have a feeling all
Oh,
that
wow.
that'll come out pretty soon.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I mean, wow. I've been
Yeah,
watching True Detective lately because I haven't seen it, and I'm on season 3 now. And yeah, that seems exactly like the kind of scenario you'd see there.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah,
Yeah,
that was
and are
my
you okay? I
eventful
mean,
yesterday.
is everything, yeah, I mean, both physically and psychologically. I mean,
Yeah,
this is the thing that
yeah,
can shake you up, I guess.
yeah. I didn't know anyone involved, and I um, feel safe enough at my place, even though it's next door. I feel like this was people just coming for a specific thing, and yeah, so I'm not worried about it. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy
that's
that
good.
that can happen right next door.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I had a murder going on a few months back outside my window, so yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, I can't believe
I
both of
get
us in a couple months.
yeah. What are the chances? Yeah, we're destined to go through maybe that's a sign. Maybe all this hardship just to get hardcover out there. We've been like missing out on danger, or not. Just random stuff, scary stuff
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost like you live your entire life, and like hopefully very few bad things happen like in your proximity. But yeah, it's um, very much coincidence that both of them happened to us in the past couple months.
yeah, really weird. Plus, Salt Lake doesn't seem like the place where you'd get like shootouts and stabbings. It seems like out. I mean,
Yeah,
out of the whole U.S., Salt Lake seems like one of the cities where that wouldn't like happen.
yeah. It's historically a very safe city, just from um, just in general. So yeah, it's kind of a definitely a surprise.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
feels like an inside story, like something like going on over their funeral home. Kind of like, I mean, as much as it is scary, makes you wonder. Was the
yeah.
story there? Yeah, nice. Well, it's good that we both have fun, safe projects to return to after all
Yeah.
of this stuff. What have you been up to with hardcover the last week?
Um, we finally got out the ability to edit authors, so librarians can start editing authors, and that also comes with the ability to set like um, an author avatar, be able to set the gender of an author. We have another flag for like, is this author a BIPOC author? Is this author a LGBTQIA author? LGBTQIA author, and hopefully we'll be able to do things like in the list page we're working on today, do things like filter by those options. So you could say only show me women authors, or things like that. So I'm glad
Yeah.
to finally get that out there.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, we've worked up to like this. We talked about this for the stats as well, and for the goals. Like, I'm guessing this would be useful in that area once we implement it. So if you want to read 50 books by women authors or by BIPOC authors this year, we could do that, and it will show up in stats as well. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I I have a feeling once we get to the dashboard, one of the next things will be like trying to get more data about those authors. So be able to say like, here are 10 authors that we could use more information that you've read, that you are very familiar with. Go go and edit their author page so you can add their additional metadata. And same for books.
Hmm.
Like, here are 10 books that you've read that maybe no one else has. Go and add some metadata about them so that they'll show up better on your stats.
Yeah, that'd be great for the librarian widget in there. I'd love to see that. I mean, I'm always like for the books I mark as want to read. If I don't like find any covers or I just edit them. So guess seeing that in there will be very very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you?
That's nice.
What have you been up to lately on the
Well, I've
hardcover
been
side?
working on the yeah, I've been working on the new menu that we covered last week. So I nearly got it running with CSS only, and that's been like a surprise for me. I didn't think because we got that drop down in there, and we've also got that drop down in the menu. So I managed to make that work today. So I think I just have a couple of other stuff for the other drop down to take care of, and I'm gonna try to make that transition pretty smooth, and then it's pretty much done. And we gotta figure out the footer. So maybe if we have time, we can also have a quick glimpse over that today. Else, we can do that on our time or in another cover session. It's been nice that on the Discord we've been seeing chat in the authors channel, which we created like a while ago, but uh, finally people are exchanging ideas in there, and there's been some really good chatter about what we can do. So I'm kind of feeling that with this update that you published last week, it's going to be interesting to start gathering information about authors, both talking to them. And I really like those ideas you shared. I think some of those we can already start. I mean, those are some good like directions. I think like instinctively we could just build towards some of those while of course validating them, and maybe like asking authors at the same time how we'd be able to help them the most, and different types of authors, meaning an author that hasn't published a book is very different than an author who has published a book, is very different from an author who has published 10 books, and is very different from an author that is like a bestseller for like on in the New York Times or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
um, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. That's definitely some exciting stuff there. I I have a feeling like next quarter we're going to be doing a lot more with authors after kind of the list page and the dashboard updates. I have a feeling author stuff will be a high up there on the list. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
just starting with something simple like the ability for someone to claim an author page. That way, like you can, a user can be like the manager of an author page, because I'm seeing it as like it's not like we're going to have two separate accounts. Like it's not going to be like a reader and an author account. It's going to be like you have a reader account, and then maybe from that account you're able to manage multiple authors, and maybe
Yeah, kind of like, yeah.
something like that.
Uh-huh. Kind of like you manage like a Facebook business page or something similar. So you have your own account and you can access the business page. I'm seeing that like
Yeah.
level of access because
Yeah.
there may be authors who want like more people to manage their page. So it's the author themselves and someone who maybe wants to update like stuff on their profile. That stuff
Yeah.
being
Maybe.
TBD.
Yeah. It's kind of like you might want your publisher or your editor or your agent to edit that author page for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. And I think maybe what we're doing now with lists will help uh, authors when they try to organize. Let's say you want to publish a list and that your followers have access to. These controls and the stuff we're doing now will definitely make a difference.
Yeah. Speaking of that, wanna jump into some list page updates?
Yeah, of course. Let's see the screen. I'm gonna share my Figma window and boom, here we are. So everything good? Okay, here we go. So this is where we left it last time, the new list, and we had this sidebar where you could filter by author. I was thinking you put a comment there where could we integrate the search, and I was thinking how that would work. Where do you where do you think that'll go? Like the best positioning for it. So the thing here is for everybody watching, you're on a list page, you want to quickly search an author name. Let's say how you have a list with 1,000 books. You want to see all the books by N.K. Jemisin. So, you know, you write the name somewhere and it gets filtered by that. So I was wondering, would it be under filters? Would that be like a good way of
Yeah.
doing it?
I
Like a
was
quick, yeah.
I was thinking about that. Like, I think having it like you have it here with the author filter, that's one way. And then maybe like this is almost like a multi filter where it's not specific to one field. It's kind of like search kind of across the books different info, like search the title, search the author. It kind of is like I don't want to get into the weeds about what field I need to search, but I know I want to only include things that match this term.
Hmm.
And yeah, that could be something like there.
Or, I mean, we could put it like exactly there. It kind of bugs me that, you're going to see two, well, this is more of a button, right? Uh, and I was wondering, I mean, we'll still have to figure that out on mobile because on mobile, maybe we can just like keep the regular filters so we can keep these and not show that on mobile, or we could make it
Yeah.
into thing that opens up on the whole screen and you can search. But yeah, what do you think about these? I mean, seeing this position, I mean, right off the bat, I think these two options would be like the most valid. Let me move this out of the way.
Yeah, I think so. And I think having it here can make sense. Maybe we could leave it there for the moment, and then maybe as we talk about bulk edit mode or some other things, we'll end up revisiting it anyways.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's do that. So today we're basically concerned about this area here. So these are the views. So right now, uh, when you're on hardcover, when you're on a list page, you can toggle the shelf, the card, and the table view, and you can see your books either as covers, as a table, or as those cards. So I guess the goal here would be how do we make that even better. So maybe we can start with the table view. This is just an image, so let me just like push this out of the way, and let's imagine we don't have like any sidebar here. So
Yeah.
maybe we can grab a cover. Grab a cover right here, and okay, we'll have this one. And we were saying last time that we'd want the column headers to be like you could add columns or you can remove columns. So I'm guessing you'd basically see something like this on top. So it's a cover, and then you'd see all the other info. Let me grab them from here. Well, it's not this book, but we'll edit it later. So we have this one, we have this one, we have the want to read button, and let's also just like preemptively put this. Oh, here we go. Oh, forgot we
You
even
might
had
see
that. We
something
can use
like
that. Yeah.
might see something like details, and then details kind of covers all like details is like one column that has kind of the cover, title, and author. I mean, we could also have columns for those, but this one's kind of a three in one, so you don't have to worry about three different columns, which is nice.
Yeah. I was wondering if you'd wanna disable the covers though. Would that be a thing? So let's say you want to just see the title and the author of the book. So you see
And
like just yeah.
yeah, I was thinking like right now we have a column called details, and that covers all three, but you could add a column that's just title, and then it would just show title. Or you could add a column that's just cover, and it would just show cover.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So we defaulted to like all of these details, and then if you want to add a title column and disable this, you can just go ahead and do that. And I was wondering, when you're gonna hover it, maybe you could have a minus sign that, or a little X that, uh, is this it? That lets you hide the column, maybe. So
Oh yeah,
let's
yeah,
see,
I like that.
add title and let's put rating here. So that will only show up on uh, hover, I'm imagining, or we could actually have that for touch devices, I guess, showing all the time. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
Oh,
So
okay,
let's see.
let's put a line here so it gives it more. Um,
So
for
the columns we'd
yeah,
probably want to show all the time are this details one, the book button for sure. Thinking like your rating,
oh yeah, good point.
or should it be like, or
Your
actually your
rating.
rating? It's not your rating. It's like the list. Technically, it's like the list owner's rating, or should it be your rating?
Yeah, list owner rating. I'd actually like or word it exactly like that. I think we have this right now, but is it worded differently? Uh,
I yeah, I think we just have it as like in the actually I'll check while we're doing this.
yeah, I'm not sure about that either. So we have the book button over here. That's a vital column. So we have, yeah, I guess it's important to show both of these. Might show you the
Uh,
contrast as well.
we just show it
Yeah.
as like right now we show it as something like at stays rating if
Okay.
this is owned by stay.
Okay. So we could. This one is owned by you, so it's Adam's rating. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Even better. I like that. It's personalized. Let's make this like a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm wondering, as far as styling goes, what do you think works better? Having it like this or having everything, let me duplicate this, as kind of a column that's, maybe you can even put some opacity to it. So, mock it up real quick. So, kind of like this.
Like zebra stripe the rows in the table.
Yeah, or not even zebra strip, but actually make them like this.
Ah, so like each row is kind of a little
Yeah, it's on
standout from
box.
the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I kind of
What do
like
you
that.
think looks okay?
Yeah, because it seems better than almost having like a border between them. But
Yeah, that was my impression as well. I don't know why. Maybe because they're books, so like, um, I don't know why the association that having a table of books doesn't look like exactly right. But yeah, I like this better, definitely. So
yeah,
if you think it works, maybe we can leave it like that for now.
yeah, I think uh, I think for some of these, let's see, like the two ratings there take up a lot of space. It almost
Yeah.
makes me wonder about like if this is going to be
Oh,
the default view. Um,
we can just do like 4.8 and put the star next
four
to it.
star, yeah,
Yeah, star.
yeah,
You don't need to show the actual stars.
yeah. That makes sense. So it
Yeah,
would just have 4 and then the star icon, or 4.5 and the
yeah,
star icon. Yeah,
and let's like put this. Maybe on desktop we could only show the X while hovering it, so it's like a little bit cleaner. And on mobile, you'd see it all the time, I guess. Oh yeah, good point. Center these nicely.
there we go. I'll just
Oh yeah, put some like believable data in there.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
there we go.
we should put average rating or uh, like rating on hardcover there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what would be the most useful thing if I were looking at a list, and it could be like match percentage.
Yeah.
But
Okay, let's put that.
I, I was thinking about that, and maybe match
Percentage.
percentage here becomes like a pro feature or like a supporter feature.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
it definitely, it definitely can. Uh, put an S next to it. Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Or
I'm
maybe
thinking
just like
like,
sorting by match percentage becomes a supported feature, but just showing it as a free feature or something like that.
yeah, we can figure that out. Uh, I guess, yeah, we could make sorting by it. It makes sense. Yeah, let's think a bit about that. I'm not entirely sure. I'd lean towards, yeah, putting it in the pro plan, since it's a feature that, you know, I think only we have. But let's check, you know, what other things
Yes.
could we put in here. So you have the match percentage,
Um, definitely need, or
number of readers, maybe, or yeah,
I mean, one
well,
thing, and this is a like we have the chart we could use. We have um, other things like popularity over time, like or popularity on hardcover or things like that.
kind of like a chart, like make it into something like this.
Yeah, it could be like kind of like a spark line of that book's popularity over the last 3 months or something on hardcover.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Uh, like something we have for, let me just grab it from discussions, I guess, because we have that
Oh
nice
yeah.
little chart over there. So actually, let me grab the, where was it? Oh, I lost it. There we go. Okay, perfect. So this kind of looks like this. So I'm gonna copy the styling for this one and put it. Okay, it doesn't work. Would this be an accurate chart, or were you thinking of something different? I mean, it's a small chart.
Um, yeah, something like that. I mean, we could play with the style, but yeah, it would be something like that. It's like direction over time.
Okay, so it's just like a direction that shows how popular it was, like over time, basically. It's not
Yeah,
supposed to be like very like just give you let's say broad image about how this book is doing.
yeah,
Okay. Uh,
yeah. I need to. I think I did. I'm trying to remember. I did something like that for like a stock chart in something else. Um, let me pull that up just to use as an example.
yeah, that'd be just for me to get an idea of what information should we put in there. Maybe something other than a line. Let's put the number of readers maybe here as well. I'm guessing that's relevant. Like how many readers there are for that book on hardcover. Or maybe this isn't like, yeah, this doesn't seem like something that should be there by default, but
Yeah, this is the card I had for a website I made. I'm trying
Okay.
to move it
Okay,
up here.
gotcha. Then let me do something different. So we have this like, up. Sorry, this is a really like awkward chart. Uh, but it works for mock-up purposes. Why not? So we have this one, and I'm gonna do that nice gradient that you've shown me. Uh, if I can,
Yeah, I don't think we need the um, controls for like 1 month or 3 month, 1 year. I think just kind of maybe as like a header topic or title, we say like 1 year popularity or something to denote like
oh yeah.
what this chart is over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's looking good. Uh, that's not how a chart looks like. Let's say this goes downhill. The author went for a scandal, and boom. Yeah, that's looking good. And maybe we can make it take up the whole row, so it's like something like this. Or maybe even, yeah, if you have another column here, yeah, it even has like a beginning and an end. Something like that. Or is it too, should we make it that something like,
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Trying to get this so that you could put at any column instead of just having it be last is definitely a little more tricky.
yeah, we'll figure it out. So you have this, and it's just like some, this doesn't look too bad. It looked nice with the opacity at the end of the column, though, but we won't probably like have that like for real use cases. It
Yeah,
kind of looks good.
I'm thinking like for like data visualization things, one thing is we can do like um,
Oh yeah, the little points. Mm-hmm.
like a
Actually,
something like that where it's
nice.
like
Okay.
oops, and it's like really small.
Oh, so you can actually hover over it, and it shows the number of readers at each point in time on hardcover.
I was thinking we don't even go that far. We just have it as like a one-time thing. So it's like we show like the max something that way
Yeah, that's
they don't have
perfect.
to hover. They can just look at it and see like, oh, this is the max readers that it's
Yeah,
had in
yeah,
any
that's
given
great.
month.
So if the max is like, let's say it's over here because it goes down, you have the point over here, and yeah, it says, we should make this, we do have
Like
some,
not 10 by 10.
yeah, that's looking pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, and these charts they could be like relative to just themselves. So it's like like we have here, we have one that maxes out at 34 readers. We have another that maxes out at 3,000 readers, but they would still be just filling up the box. So it wouldn't be like, if one's 34 readers, it's not going to be like using the scale. Everyone has their own y-axis scale, if
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds good because let's say we have one with 34 and one with from these charts, their own point of reference. We're interested, yeah, exactly, how that book did over time. I'm guessing this would be nice for like smaller authors because you'd see a very popular book that has a chart like this, and you'd see your book that has a chart like this, and you'd be pretty much hyped because you'd see this trend, and even though it went for from 34 to maybe 100, or it went from 0 to 34, you're still gonna see this line and be like, oh, okay, and maybe will encourage other people to read less known books when they yeah that's a great idea, yeah, actually, like having it with its own point of reference, I guess.
Yeah. How about popularity? Yeah, it's like, yeah, what this is describing is like it's a line, it's a line graph showing monthly popularity over time, where each point represents its popularity for a given month for the number of readers who completed that book in that month.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
yeah, maybe
it
maybe
makes
just
sense.
popularity,
Yeah, of
or
course, we can have an info
maybe just
icon, maybe.
readers.
Yeah, and we can have a tooltip that explains like
Hmm.
what that means. Maybe that's one way to solve it.
Yeah, and I could even see this being like positioned kind of
Oh, right next to the
dynamically.
yeah. Why not? I see it like there. Oh, and just yeah, 34.
And we, yeah, need to use like some charting math to figure out where to position the tooltip so it doesn't
Yeah, that's
interact
your
with it.
thing.
Yeah, that's this is
You're
going
the
to be a
one
fun
who.
little D3 project.
Uh-huh, yeah, exactly. You're the one who really likes doing that kind of stuff. But
Yep.
it pays off. It pays off. Very hard to achieve, but
Yeah.
if you like
Like
doing it,
the chart on the book page, like everyone seems to love that chart. Like the rating chart. I think this is like the next iteration of our data in some kind of basic charting functionality per book. And we
yeah,
could
and
show
of
this on the
course.
book page too. Yep.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, yeah. I mean, as long as we make these charts, and we're lucky to like have you so passionate about charts, I'm not complaining. So these look great. Yeah,
And then
it's yeah, pretty good.
yeah, I think the part that I'm like most um or and probably needs the most discussion is how we handle bulk editing.
Yes. So when you're bulk editing, um, you basically want to select multiple items and edit stuff like that you can edit. So it would be like your rating. Um, what else? I think it
Yeah,
would be
your
yeah, exactly.
status,
Your status, yeah. Um,
your tags, so like genre, mood
so like add
tags.
bulk add tags or
Yeah,
remove
and
tags.
probably, yeah, bulk add and bulk remove. So that way you could say, okay, these 10 books are all this genre, or I want to mark books as like Libby because I listened to them all on Libby or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. What else could mark for bulk editing? Let's see if anyone has any ideas in the chat. No. Hmm, that's
let me look
So
at our roadmap because we have this in our feature request thing.
oh yeah. Good point. I was thinking of where people mentioned that. So you want to edit those.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't think of like anything else right off the bat, but
Someone. Okay. So add to list, remove from list, mark
mm,
as owned, mark as not
nice.
owned. I mean, these are kind of these are both. This is just a list, but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so you
No,
can
that's
think about it.
perfect. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. There's not a lot of stuff in there, so that's good. I mean, I was
and then
thinking.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking like how would you select it, and the best way would be to somehow visually select everything, like you bulk select in a explorer window, or at least to have some sort of checkbox appear or something like that. Mm, but yeah, you're doing something for the librarian side, and just struck me that this would be like a good way of letting people bulk edit a list of books,
Yeah.
which would be
At
great.
least. Yeah. At least like the things that are not like a description or author, things that are more tied to just like um like a fiction, nonfiction. Is this a collection? I think like maybe even like series, like add to series, remove from series. But that one, this one, I don't know because when you're adding something to a series, you also want to set a position. So you probably the edit page for that.
Yeah, maybe it's better to edit them individually. Plus, I mean, this kind of stuff, I'm guessing, could also be done on a book by book basis. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
mhm.
that's true. But yeah,
So let's say you wanna bulk edit this. You would either, I guess, have a check sign somewhere. Let me grab like a checkbox. So you could either have this. It's a big checkbox. Make it so big. So you could have it like this, and you could select all of them or just select one of them. Yeah, let's delete the. Um, or it would be great if you could. I mean, uh, how you're in a Finder window, and you can just select stuff and do something like this as well. So this stuff is selected, but you'd have, I guess, to go into like a select mode. uh, this doesn't look good necessarily, so we can just like, yeah,
yeah,
I'm guessing a checkbox would be like the most like straightforward thing. What do you think?
yeah. I like I like the checkbox when you're in the edit mode. I think I think we might need some way to like toggle between regular mode and edit mode or a bulk mode. That way we're not showing the checkboxes all the time. Or do you think
Yeah,
we
that's
could?
true.
Or
Hmm.
because one of the ways we have it now is like you're in table view and you add that column for like bulk editing. But I feel like that's kind of hides that feature a little bit too much.
Yeah, true. Could we just make a button that says bulk edit over? Wow, yeah, that's really good. I was thinking like a button that sort of stays. here
Mm-hmm.
at the end, and
What if it's
you know,
what if it's up here next to these? Like,
yeah, I mean, why not?
because
Kind
bulk
of nice
edit,
icon.
like if you're on the shelf view and you click bulk edit, I have a feeling it should go to the table view, anyways.
Oh yeah, that's
Because
true. I mean, you won't bulk edit on the. Yeah, and this is just for the table view, right? So it would just be like over here. Yeah, why not? I mean, I like that. And it will basically toggle this column where you can bulk edit. And then the problem is once you select them, so the next thing would be how do you change it? So you select it,
yeah,
right? Um, how does it usually go? Usually, you select it and you get some controls that appear somewhere. So let's say you have something appearing from the bottom that um, basically is like change rating,
yeah,
uh,
like
change status.
right now this is how it is for our admin. It's something like this, where it's like let me put this up here.
Yeah, the batch
So you,
actions. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so you're like selecting, and then there's like a drop down of all the things that you can do because there might be a lot of different batch or bulk actions.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can fit all of these into like not something that you see under a drop down. So let's see, like add tag, so or edit tags, I guess, where you can like bulk edit tags, or how would that work? Hmm.
One way I could see it is as kind of similar to the book button. So it would be like the bulk but book button. And
Okay,
so when you click on the bulk book button, it's like set status to read, want to read, kind of just like you're doing it for a single book, except now it's applying it to all the selected books.
okay, that sounds good. How are you thinking of? I mean, where should it sit? So you're thinking like instead of the book button or like another. So let's say you
Yeah, maybe
select, yeah.
yeah, maybe it's like somewhere. Yeah, where would that go? Because I think we'd still want this one up top for like select all and toggle like select none. So this one, yeah, where would it make sense for this to go? Like, I mean, it could just be live under bulk edit as like a drop down here. Like
Oh yeah, and you could
this,
have all of these maybe. So bulk edit would be like change rating, edit tags, and it would show you all of these. Well, not in this way, obviously, but basically be a sub menu.
yeah. And if you're on mobile, it would just pull up the drawer.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, we're doing that for other things, and you could have that just like this. So you would be able to. Let me bring up another drop down we have here. So maybe you'd have like change rate or set status or change rating or add tags. I'm sort of wondering how remove tags would work. I got stuck thinking about how you'd edit tags because you're supposed to see like all the tags for all the books. But yeah, for add tags and remove tags, maybe you'd like see the common tags For add tags, you'd add the common tag to all of them. For remove tags, you'd see the common tags and be able to remove them, right? That's how it would work, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, we could have it so that it's like you're just adding whatever tag you want and it applies that one, or you're adding when you're removing a tag, you just set the tag and it just removed that one from everything. If it doesn't have it, then it kind of just skips that one. But if it otherwise it yeah, it's a no op for if you're removing a tag and it doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, mm, mark as zones. Uh, I'm guessing it could be just like an owned owned column that would be like checkbox, ideally, that you could activate or not. So this would be like, oh, and we gotta set like add column over here, I guess. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, maybe that's like
But yeah,
let me see.
here, plus circle, add column. Okay, so you're adding a column, and this is actually like, it's, yeah, it gives you a drop down with all the columns available. Let's actually like make it into these buttons because it makes more sense.
And we could probably just have it say add.
Add, yeah, of course. Ah, much better.
Yeah,
Such
I'm
a
thinking
refreshing
like
change when, yeah.
for this bulk edit. So I'm thinking like, you're on one of these other views, you click bulk edit, it goes to this view with this um, with this column here. And then at that point, bulk edit becomes this like active button color. So it's like it becomes this yellow color with a drop down when you're in bulk edit mode, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Here we go. So it's a drop down now. And you can do that. Chevron down. So you bulkheaded the thing. And what would happen when you click set status? I'm guessing like for set status, like you could have like the actual button for setting the status. So maybe you would get something similar to the book button. I mean, it's not the most orthodox thing to have like a drop down render another drop down, but
Uh, I was I was thinking, what if each of these is kind of similar to the book button today, where it's like um, where it's kind of like this, where it's like maybe like set status has like an arrow to the right, and then you would just
mm,
like it would just like
okay,
take
yeah,
over that, and you would say want to read, you just set everything want to read.
yeah, that's perfect. Let's go and grab one of the designs for that. Do they have a design for that? Well, it's over here somewhere. So let's just remake it. So we'd have set status. Let's put like a background on this, and you'd have like a nice chevron that goes chevron right. Okay, perfect. Lower status, and it could just show. Yeah, I'm thinking it could show like the icon of your status, maybe. And
It could show what?
like the icon of your status. So if you'd, oh yeah, that's what you're thinking of, right? So this would be like if you have all the books in that list marked as red, or you'd want to like bulk edit the status, you do that.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I could see that having like um yeah, I'm trying to think like how we could visualize it as like you selected books in three different statuses. Like should that be something that we showcase here where it's like um like what is it like the badge on the right, kind of like how we show the number of lists something's in. We could use that to show like how many different statuses the select your selection is in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so kind of like have like you have 34 no this would actually be like three statuses.
Yeah,
That's not really, yeah, the thing
it
is
could
it's
be
not
handy.
really, yeah, it's not really
Yeah,
clear what the three is, if it's like
yeah,
how many statuses you have, or uh,
that's true.
to me it might mean more like you have like if you see 34 for instance, you have 34 books that are marked as red from this like bulk edit selection you've made, but even
I
that is a bit like shaky.
I
So
have a I have a better suggestion than my last one. What
oh
if like
yeah,
when you select it? Oh wait, you could keep the one you currently had.
okay,
Or
yeah,
this was like what happens when you click on the right button and it goes to this view.
okay,
Maybe
gotcha. Hmm.
maybe this is like it shows the different statuses and
Okay, yeah, okay.
maybe like for the ones that it's in, it shows the check and the row in a different color. So
Oh
like
yeah,
so like um
yeah, that's great. I was gonna go to the book button where we made the book button so I can actually get those icons. Let me do that real quick. So we have the book button over here, and we have these. So let's see, these maybe they're helpful. And go here, and yeah, that's great. Let me fetch a badge for those over here and make this like a little bit.
yeah, so this the idea here is that like
More.
from your selection, some of them are in currently reading, some of them are in red, none of them are currently in status want to read or stopped reading.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, that's clear. That's clear enough. That's good.
And then after
Yeah.
you click this button, what I imagine is this page would stay exactly the same, except then all of a sudden, after a second of loading, it would change to a checkbox by want to read with, 57 selected there.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, this is
And
going to be
I'm
so much
guessing,
so much easier.
yeah. Let me just like align these. And I'm guessing that would be valid for all of these, right? So it would be like a similar thing for, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
So you'd go like in some other zones. Maybe let's make everything over there. So we have space here. Yeah, this is looking great. Bulk editing is gonna be way better. Yeah, for the add tags and remove tags, since that's like pretty info heavy, I'm guessing we'd have to figure out like different things for change rating. I'm assuming that's gonna be like a input box where you could just like input, right? Something, or oh no, it would just be like a star rating, right?
Yeah.
And
Or it could be something like this where we have
oh
a
yeah, you
row
just
for
have like
5, 4.5, 3, and it shows
yeah,
the number. It shows you kind of your current breakdown of things you have selected. But that might
yeah.
even be overkill. But
No, that's perfect. But I'm thinking of half stars. That could be like we could show these, but I'm thinking we should show the half stars as well, right? Since we have those.
yeah, which would mean like
So
10 different rows.
yeah, maybe
So
that's like would that be a lot?
maybe we just allow them to set the rating, and then we say how many
Yeah.
different ratings they have or something like that.
Uh huh. Yeah, we could just do this, and then we just have like you have 23 5 star, maybe like this. That makes sense. Like three, two. Oh, and again, we need half stars here as well, right? One, two, three. Mm, we need the badge for each. Uh, yeah, maybe this is. I mean, I wouldn't put like. There's gonna be a lot of stars in there, so I'm thinking if there's like some other way to do it. So we'll have like 10 of these.
Yeah, maybe we don't have to show every different rating. Maybe we could say like I'm trying to think like a way we could approximate this. Like if we said um,
We could do a chart. Just saying, you know, like 1 star to 5 stars, and
you know, we do something like that where it's like we just show like, oh, you've selected 14 books and you have 4 different ratings selected or something like that.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want to bulk select, I mean, that is like secondary knowledge. You don't like necessarily. I mean, it's useful to see. Okay, I have that many ratings, but if you want to change the rating for all of them, you're gonna do that. So I'm guessing you're coming here with the knowledge that okay, I wanna like change the rating of these to 1 star or 5 stars or 3 stars. So yeah, I mean, I think this would work.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Well,
I think
this
that's
is
good progress for the yeah
yeah,
for the table view. We've
it's
like nearly figured it out.
it's taking shape.
Yeah. Yeah, this is amazing. This is what you can do in 1 hour of like designing stuff for hardcover if you want. So pretty neat. I guess. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
good progress on this.
Yeah, I think that's a good stopping point for the day.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, that's very good. I think like once we get this in the card view, I mean for the card view, I'm still wondering what we could put in there to make the card view actually useful. But maybe that's like a thing we can discuss next week, or if we work on it until next week, yeah, we can discuss other things. The shelf view, that's the easiest. So the shelf view is only cover. So I'm hoping that will be like more straightforward.
Yeah. I feel like the shelf
Thanks,
will be
Ed.
the easiest, but yeah, I feel like the card view is going to be a little tricky because like your intention when you go into a list of books, there are lots of different intentions. Like sometimes you're going to explore, sometimes you're going to look at
Yeah.
insights from your own data. So how do we make the shelf view generic enough that it's like most cases, and then when you want to get something really specific, that's when you jump into table view. But then again, I think table view on mobile is kind of a really poor experience.
Yeah.
So like whatever we do should, like I feel like card view is our mobile first view.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that has like enough info to be useful, and not so much info that it's unusable.
Yeah.
uh yeah, that's good. Let's like think about that for the week, and maybe if we don't get that until next week, this can be our next session.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Awesome. That's great. Well, I'm gonna let you go get some lunch, and yeah, I'm gonna go check on my son, see how he's been. Like he's been giggling in the background for some time.
He really likes lists.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he loves this. You can see it in his eyes. Ah.
Cool. Well,
Perfect.
talk to you later.
Yeah, awesome. Have a good one, Adam. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.